What's all this then?
What's all this
This is my
then?
favorite one.
You know what Paleo's favorite food is?
It's gotta be the cheese crumbles.
It's got to be the cheese.
Cheese, Gromit!
The cheese.
Can you imagine having sex with Wallace?
Yes.
He'd be like, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, smashing. Nice Thornberry.
Oh, he'll be smashing, all right.
We gotta get Jackson here with his British accent and his
Yeah.
British family.
Yeah.
I don't believe him.
I
I don't
texted
believe.
Matt an hour ago and I haven't heard back, so I don't know where Matt is.
You've heard his mom and his like
I'm
relatives.
quite certain those are paid actors.
Only the paid actors.
Yes.
But at least he pays his talent.
Yeah.
So he's,
Unlike some people.
right?
But we've heard
I'm
them
just saying
before
that there are
Jax
people
got
who
rich.
don't pay their actors.
People who are kippers, I'll tell you that much.
Hey, people who produce content for them. It's really not great.
Autotune on tape of it.
This is the whole podcast. I hope everyone's settled in.
What if the character had a stroke though? He's like, chim chimney chim like, is this part of the song? What's wrong with him?
They just keep clapping along. They're like, yeah, he's convulsing on the ground. Oh, man. What was that noise, Sarah?
It was a
was that
super chat from Candy the Cat. Hey Race, do you all plan to do a Bronies React of My Little Pony New Generation?
Well, Candy the Cat, just because you sent that super chat and asked, now I will say yes. Just because you asked and sent a super chat. And for every super chat asking that question, it may show up 2 minutes sooner.
I'm going to not do my Bernie's React footage and prevent it from ever coming out.
Oh.
Well, you're doing a good job right now.
I am going to
Harmony
Aren't, aren't you doing it already?
Fire team. Good lord. I'm trying to point out a thing. This Fire Team Harmony in the chat says, God, no. No more Bronies Reacts.
Go away, Fire Team Harmony. Jesus.
Get out of here, fire team.
Fire Team Harmony, eh?
Harmony! Fire! What?
Oh, they
playing
on
that
fire all
Halo.
the time.
Hello and welcome
Is that
to,
why they're called Fire Team Harmony?
ladies and gents. Welcome to the semi-perfect podcast.
It is perfect, it is.
It is.
Do you think
Welcome
it's
in.
great where it's like, oh, that's kind of offensive to do this or that. Whenever British people talk, we're like, fuck you, shut up, shut the fuck up.
You don't
Shut your
count.
dumb mouth right now.
Well, it's like when people make fun of Americans. It's like, yeah, you can do that. That's all right.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
Certainly. But welcome in, everybody. It is November.
Yeah.
It is the 17th.
Yeah.
It is 2021.
Yeah.
And this is Semi-Perfect Podcast.
Yep.
And it also happens to be the day
Sarah's
that...
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Andrea.
it was my birthday last time.
That's right, not Sarah's birthday. But it's also the day that, like, 75% of the podcast just didn't even show up.
Well, let me go ahead
As in, like, our
Yeah.
Every
people.
single one who's
Yeah.
not here, let me should talk, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
PanamaMatt is probably too busy doing some like pseudo weird old man stuff where he's like
Riding
oh,
a
no,
bike
I mean-
to a brewery or something.
yeah. I said like a double IPA from
We
the
just
pub.
have spikes that has like the one really big wheel and the other wheel is like super tiny.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's worse. He's got big wheels for both wheels.
And he's so tall that he's hitting his head on every lamppost he goes by.
Ow.
Do
Then
more.
Hero saved my ass these past few weeks with editing audio, so he gets a pass. Jaxblade's too busy paying his actor parents.
Yeah.
And then Gabe just exploded, and we will never hear from him ever again.
That
and
is
then-
that is correct, yes.
Then who else am I forgetting? Fuck Paleo.
I'm here.
But
Did you realize that you just quoted Judy Hopps from Zootopia? Is that...
What?
did I?
Yeah. You said yes. That is a correct yes.
Wow.
Literally the whole line, word for word.
Has anyone
Judy
seen...
Hopps.
Oh no.
Judy Hopps.
Judy.
We'll save it for later. Save it for later.
Oh. But yes. Nora is sending in a super chat saying, "How dare you, Saber?"
Not my fault that Gabe went to go buy a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
I swear to John.
I didn't know Gabe smoked.
Gabe.
You my father.
Oh, never knew my father.
By the way, so the one with the paid actor parents, Jaxblade, has shown up.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
All right, Jaxblade. Why don't
Truly,
you?
Your parents are paid actors.
Oh, yeah, they're all paid actors.
He confirms it.
Yeah. He admits it. Murder.
So
Totally.
Jax, why don't you do
Yes.
your best attempted impression of a Cockney accent?
Cock. I don't see. The thing is, what pisses me off is I used to have one when I was a kid, and that's why my voice is this weird fucking thing right now. Instead of like being coded black or anything like that, it's just this fucking Daisley. Hi, I'm Jaxblade to fucking voice. So whatever, that's mixed shit. So like, yeah,
You're not convincing me at all right now. This doesn't.
Yeah, I
sound
know,
English
right?
at all.
I know you imitate like your mom, like
I'm
when
snorted, you fucking idiot. What you doing? You shit like yeah, you know. It's every time I do something, it's like put your jumper on, get on, and you shit like that like, every day. Like,
Your jumper.
I don't know.
wait, what's
yeah.
what's a jumper? Is that a jacket?
The sweater.
Yeah, that's a sweater.
Sweater. Okay.
Jumper.
Yeah, the jumper.
Jumper.
Get your jumper, man. I mean, like, if you want, let me find it. Here, you can listen to all my like British family member quote unquote paid actors, right?
They are paid actors.
They don't need quotes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
There you go. Sarah.
All of them. All of them.
Should I play it?
Yeah, go for it. Will it come through?
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, that's my whole family right
Have a
there.
British accent.
All right, we're listening.
Didn't I used to have one?
Uh,
And then you put me in American school because you didn't want me to have it, right?
Well, that's one of the major reasons I wanted you to go to American school, because I didn't want you to get bullied when you came back.
Well, you thought a British accent would make me get bullied?
Yeah.
But then I have this weird...
A British
in-between
accent was
voice
going to get
now.
you bullied, Jax.
Dad.
I know, right?
I
And
love your
got bullied
follow-up.
anyway. It's ain't great.
I love your follow-up to that, yeah, where you're just like, well, good job.
Yeah. I get bullied anyway. Every time. Every time.
When did I lose
God.
my British accent?
All right, and now you're asking the table.
Yeah.
It was because Dad put me in
Rest in
American
peace to my
school.
aunt who's there.
That's
She's
why my
there.
voice sounds so
Rest in
big.
peace. Love you. Bert.
So stereotypically.
I don't know, because you started going to American school. You were still in England, though, when you went to America.
Yeah.
But you probably did have an American
Yeah.
school.
Sister.
Wow, listen
She
to those.
has
Yeah, no, they're definitely paid.
Yeah.
mega paid.
I didn't try to
It's just- yeah, she puts it
Is
on.
that why you're all British and I'm not? That's right. It's not fair. to
All
me.
right.
My voice
Well,
sounds like-
that's a good deep dive into Jax's current
Origins.
accent.
Yeah. This
Ah.
stupid voice I have now.
No, I don't think it's well.
Not
It's Jaxblade.
Yeah.
It's Jaxblade.
I think. Yeah, that's what everyone always says. It's like, oh, this Jaxblade voice. Like, you can't give me my Keith David voice.
So we're going to be again kicking off things here with the podcast. Thank you everybody who turned out for it here live, and of course I imagine we'll have some podcasters pop in and
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, I heard from Matt. He said he'll be here soon.
Okay, so yeah, he's absolutely writing.
Finishing his
No,
double
he had dinner
IPA.
with his parents.
Oh, nice.
More paid actors. All right. Well, I guess the only other note, and I get to brag here right now, is that this date does carry a bit of significance. Some of you may have seen it on Twitter, that today was the day that
The Lord has made.
the
30 years ago.
the Turning Red movie trailer was announced, and it came out, and so that was great.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. This is Sarah and my wedding anniversary.
Our third.
Third.
Oh, sweet.
Thank you.
We made it 3 years. We'll see if we make it 4.
We'll do it. We're going to be beautiful. No, congratulations. It's insane how much time has gone by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I was sitting around about a week ago, and I'm like, it can't be 3. Like, it's 2. It can't be 3.
Wait till it's 4.
2020 doesn't count. That was just.
I think there's going to be a lot of things that it's going to be like, wait, what? Like, there was a year that just wasn't there, and yeah, I really think 2020 is going to just be that lost year, like a lost boy.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, so Sarah and I are celebrating here with all of you tonight. Yeah. With this is our celebration of anniversary. But why don't we kick things off? Which means now the pressure's on because the food posts better be immaculate. I didn't warn you before you sent them in, but now the pressure is on. I want to see some pretty good food posts. Before we get to those, let's just make sure that we've introduced the podcasters that are with us. Saberspark and Laura over there. Woo! PaleoSteno.
Hello.
Jaxblade.
Hi, how you doing?
Sarah.
Hi.
And me.
Yeah.
Hi. All right, let's see these food posts.
All right. We've got a winner for the first one here.
All right, remember, immaculate. I'm looking for some of the best food posts ever.
And it is. Ambazar says SPP Foods. Carrot. With Miracle Whip. Hold it. Ready to eat it with a fork and knife. A meal of kings.
What fucking American Psycho shit is this?
Carrot.
Beautiful.
Wow. That was a good start. We got a real quick. We actually got a super chat from Ambazar saying we'll see if we can make it 4. That's called foreshadowing. You know, whenever I watch the Muppet Show, I'm like, Jaxblade would be losing his mind to the amount of stupid puns in the show.
Yes.
Okay.
My parents reminded me I used to do that as a kid. Like whenever they had a pun, I would laugh like.
You still?
So
what do you mean when you were a kid?
Yeah. Yeah, I still would. That's what I'm saying. Like, because I did it back then, I would definitely do it now. So.
All right. Jory says free meat lovers pizza along with some chicken and ranch, plus traveling for the first time since BronyCon 2019 to see my family in Texas next week for Thanksgiving. Hope you guys also have a great Thanksgiving as well.
Oh, nice.
Wait, I'm sorry. Free meat lovers pizza? Like, that's a win.
Yeah?
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh. I want free pizza.
How did you get free pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, you do, Race? Okay, that's good to
know. We bought our pizza yesterday.
We
It
did.
would have been nice to get free pizza.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I need to hear. I get the hint.
All right, we got Nathaniel Foga made another HelloFresh recipe for tonight. This time being Italian chicken over lemony pasta. Definitely felt it. Felt it turned out pretty nice. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Looks good.
Nice.
Lemony pasta.
Lemony pasta.
Lemony.
Do you guys like? This is a tangent, but do you guys like adding lime to like season up your food?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it's one of the only thing I can eat, so yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I feel like lime was a late discovery of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why do they always have this lime thing just sitting next to my Mexican food? Yeah. And one day I was like, why not? I'll do it. And I was like,
it's amazing. It goes so well with the spices.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And I love that the smell sticks on your fingers better than anything. Oh, yes. So if you need to mask other scents on your hand, grab a lime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all I got to say about that. Dragon says some store brand Velveeta with too few bits of pork chop I cooked in the pan last night for lunch and dinner during this 17-hour long shift.
What?
Only 3 hours to go. At least I'll get to hear the full podcast this lot. What?
17 hours.
Isn't that illegal?
Yeah.
I don't care what country you're in. That just sounds illegal.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does.
I know, because Nick had to work like 24 hours so he didn't come to the Halloween thing. But he's also he works at a hospital, so I'm not sure how that even works.
Yeah.
I guess there are some lines of work, and it also, it kind of seems like I don't know, like I know there's like my sister works in the TV industry,
Yeah.
and I know for them, like, they are regularly paid like 12-hour days because they know that, hey, for a while we get to do 8, and then at the end we get to do like 16 to 20.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. This is why I
It's good though, the mac and cheese.
yeah.
And pork.
Yeah. Like, outside of being like making your own schedule, that's why I'm happy I do have a job that's like, no, at this time of the day,
Yeah.
everyone get out of the building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When they told me that, I'm like, sold, and they're like, no, we're the one hiring you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Not anymore.
I accept the position. Thank you for your offer.
I'll be back on Monday.
We got Brit. Tonight I had reheated and reseasoned fettuccine alfredo, which I ate while playing Animal Crossing. It also is my snake's feeding tonight, so there's a pic of him looking content in the replies, just in case people don't want to see him. I will shoot a snake.
Show us the snake.
I shoot a snake.
I'm afraid to ask the obvious question because I know it's the circle of life type of question. But what kind of pasta did the snake eat? Certainly.
A noodle.
A noodle.
Oh. We got the fettuccine alfredo.
He is a noodle.
And then we got the Animal Crossing.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right. And then we have, Anime Guy has got a pizza. I got a large pizza tonight. Been watching a lot of people watch Home Alone for the first time recently and really wanted a cheese pizza all to myself as well.
Yeah. Okay, so it's tradition that when me and Jeffrey watch Home Alone, that we get pizza.
Nice.
Yep. During the holidays.
Absolutely. I have to. In fact, so Sarah and I actually watched a movie that I hadn't seen in a long time and she had never seen before. We watched Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I watched that earlier this year.
It's a good movie.
It is.
It's such a fun movie.
My biggest concern going back into it was how well it held up after all this time. And I'm like, you know what? They did a good job managing, I feel like, managing the technology that they had to make it something that still holds up well.
Yeah.
Well, because they went with the corny, cheesy, like...
They embraced it.
Yeah. So,
Cartoony.
like, 'cause I think that the aliens from, like, Independence Day still holds up, though there's a lot of, like, practical effects.
Yeah,
like,
they have like puppets and stuff in
But
that. So.
that being said, like, off the bat, it's like, this is dumb. And it's like, yeah, it is.
It's a B movie.
Yeah.
Like Tim Burton said, I want to make a B movie, and all these A-list actors were like, I'm in. Which is just fantastic. But we were eating pizza while watching it, and then the president's daughter at one point has served pizza, and I was like, we chose the right meal. Now, am I the only one to ask? And I'm not. I'm never here to kink shame or anything. But when it comes to
we do fuck pizzas, yes.
But okay, good. I didn't want to like. So, my question to the jury, the podcasters, is it too early, in your opinions, to already be dipping into Christmas movies?
No, follow your dreams.
No.
Good. Okay. I'm glad.
Grown ass person, do what you want.
I love it. I love that.
You all won't even believe it. We were watching a Christmas movie like a few weeks ago during Halloween. It was called The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
We're pretty crazy.
Okay, calm down. I'm upset that they don't actually play the Frosty the Snowman Christmas in July.
Mm-hmm.
They should.
Like, what?
That's when it happens.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you named it.
Yeah, exactly.
You themed it. Give it to me when I should get it. Cool. I like those answers because some people are like big on like. I will say I was heartbroken, like, you know, as we discussed when I went to get some Halloween candy and literally all of it was cleared out for the Christmas section the day after. Yeah. Which I'm just like, but where's the Halloween candy? I'm not someone who's like, oh, where's the Thanksgiving decor? This isn't right.
Decor.
But I typically I feel like the day after Thanksgiving for me is when I start diving into all the movies, which I watch like every year, and that's also when I'll change the radio over to the Christmas station. But I that's my holdout.
The radio. Laughing in at that.
Yeah, I'm listening to the class.
Did you guys know there's a Pony Christmas album?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it has like the characters singing Christmas songs.
What?
Oh.
From G4. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
Tell me they get into like the real deep ones, like the
Which one does Applejack sing?
I don't know. I have to look it up because I know it's on Spotify.
Okay.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Granny got ran over by a reindeer.
I think that would be appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluttershy would sing Silent Night,
Yeah.
and she'd be like,
I think she does. Yeah. The album's called "It's a Pony Kind of Christmas."
Uh-huh.
I still can't believe folks think that Fluttershy and Discord are a thing.
Because they are.
They're not. I'm here. I'm Discord.
Yep.
Sarah, you were at one point big on Fluttershy and Big Mac.
Yes.
Yeah, Flutter Mac. That was a good one.
What
That
happened?
was a good
Okay, so you want to know who sings what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first song is it's an original song. It's called "It's a Pony Kind of Christmas," and it has like all of them sing. The second song is "Jingle Bells," sung by Rainbow Dash.
Okay.
Of course. "Deck the Halls" by Rarity,
Mhm.
and also the Phoenix Chamber Choir, I guess. "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" by Twilight and the Phoenix Chamber Choir. "Silent Night" by Fluttershy, of course.
Oh, called it. Okay.
Yeah, 12 Days of Christmas by Pinkie Pie. Last Year I Got Coal for Christmas by Popfly. I don't know what pony character that is.
Yes, favorite.
Jolly Old Snake Nick by Spike.
What?
Days Gone By Auld Lang Syne. Let's see. Yeah, Days Gone
Lang.
by Applejack, Apple Bloom, and Granny Smith.
Wait.
then-
What song do they do?
Days Gone By.
What's Days Gone By?
Isn't that the New Year's song that they play all the time?
Yeah.
I just don't.
And then the Heart Carol, which I think is an original one by the Phoenix Chamber Choir.
Actually
or
in the
whatever.
show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
How did they not have Applejack sing "Granny Got Run Over by a Reindeer"?
Is this an
Probably because
outrage?
of licensing issues.
I don't care. I'm immune to copyright as a YouTuber. Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I did not know about
Let's
that.
get back to food
We'll have to do a
shall we?
Bronies react to Christmas music.
We got
Fritz.
Fritz roll. Got my usual snack tonight, some pops of corn and water for Smarty Pants. I also did something I never did before heading into this podcast. I skated in my shirt and shorts. It was warm enough outside, and it was a fun experience.
Just to make sure, ice skated.
Ice skated. Yeah.
Bro, he rollerbladed.
Oh, is that what you said? I ice skated? I just heard ice skated.
Yeah,
Well,
skate.
okay, it kind of blurred together, all right?
Texas. Okay.
Okay, we got the water for Smarties.
And
We
a
got the
pencil
pop- the
sharpener, and a flag,
And we
and
got
then
High Point. We got skating. Nice.
interesting.
And so have you never ice? So is it that you've never ice skated, or that you've never ice skated with your shirt and shorts?
I feel bad because now you're trying so hard to ice skated. Ice skated.
Yeah.
I skated into your heart. And then
Yep.
that's it.
I'm assuming that ice skating was
Ice-
the new experience.
ISIS skating.
No.
The new attraction.
We got Nora Mermaid. Hey, semi-perfect pod. Enjoying some pound cake while listening to the podcast and taking a break from being a giant bookworm. Go to the library once in a while. It's good for you. Love you and miss you guys. Hugs and kisses for y'all. Nice. All right, what's she reading? All the Murmuring Bones by A.J. Schlatter.
All murmuring bones.
Harrowing and beautiful. This is the grim fairy tale gothic you have been waiting for. Oh,
Seeing the
here's the pound cake.
oh yes, pound cake is nice. Seeing the fish tail that's on the book there reminds me. Paleo, did you hear about the dolphin tail dolphin?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
What, winter?
Yeah.
What?
Did you hear that dolphin passed away?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. I assumed you'd heard, so I didn't mean
No,
to,
no, I hadn't heard.
It was really awful because the janitor's like, "Why did you flush it down the toilet? This isn't gonna fit." That'd be really dark. You just see the lower half of the dolphin's tail sticking out of the toilet, and you're like, "What?"
Well,
Flipper.
oh Jesus.
Sorry, Paleo. I didn't mean.
Jesus. Yeah.
Sorry, I just don't like silver metal creatures. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You heard me. They think they think they're so smart.
What's a gold medal one then?
Humans.
We rock. That's
Holy-
why.
We're awesome.
Yeah, with our humor.
Yeah.
Here
That's sad. I don't know. It's like going to the aquarium with Paleo and then seeing him interact with them, and it's like these things are smart. Like just seeing their like genuine emotions and reactions. So
Yeah, winter was a dolphin that didn't have any flukes, so that's why it was like in captivity.
Perfect dolphin.
Yeah. Huh?
The perfect dolphin.
No flukes.
What does that mean?
Wow. No. The tail fins. She didn't have any.
I totally was thinking what Saber was. I'm like, well, I mean, there was that one.
Was for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, that's what their tail fins are called. They're called flukes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
This dolphin
but-
had no dindledorps.
By the way, Fritz Roll did specify that the shirt and shorts were the new part of that experience.
That's what I did in when we went to Fiesta Equestria the first year.
Mm-hmm.
We went to that mall.
Yeah.
And I was wearing those ice skates that were absolutely not fitting me properly.
Yeah.
And my ankles were like at a 90-degree angle.
All right, we got Mr. Someone. On my lunch break today, I ordered a chicken Caesar wrap and some tater tots. Hit the spot. Unfortunately, couldn't stuff all the tots down. I got a double order. And you know how reheated potatoes
Give me some
are,
of your tots.
so they had to bite the dog.
Is it? I was waiting to say the same thing, Saber. I'm like,
I'm starving. We can eat all day. I love Napoleon Dynamite.
it's a movie I need to go back and watch again.
Dude, It is very much so an
We
era.
watched that last week.
Yeah, we did. We watched it for 2000s Tuesdays.
Nice.
And like, it's yeah, I was talking more about this where it's like the mid 2000s had this really weird era of like the Will Ferrell like hyper, not, let's say hyper aware, but like the dialogue is so. I actually struggle to really give it.
It's like improvisationally self-aware.
Right, and it's almost like it's like hammed up on purpose and like knowingly so, even to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like the dry humor stuff of like Napoleon Dynamite, and you said Juno, but I can't think of another example outside of like Scott Pilgrim count for that. I guess maybe.
I think so. I mean, but like that era of like Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly doing stuff. 'Cause we watched Step Brothers too.
Yeah. Step Brothers was that was a ride. But
I
Napoleon
need to show
Dynamite.
you Step Brothers, sir.
I've seen it with you.
We have? We've watched
Yes,
it?
we've watched it.
When did we watch it?
Like 2 or 3 years ago.
Napoleon Dynamite.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
We watched it.
We watched Step Brothers?
Yes, we did.
All right. So what did they crash in the movie?
Well, I know a drum set gets ruined or something.
Well, in a way.
It's also true.
I've seen it.
They ruined
It's been a
I
while.
don't believe you, Sarah. I don't believe you.
Okay.
Me neither.
Okay.
I don't
I've
remember us
seen
watching
it.
that together.
Crash in that movie.
What?
Their parents' marriage.
Oh.
Wait, are we talking about Step Brothers or Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
Step Brothers.
Napoleon
What?
Dynamite.
Okay, so yeah, I think I'm confused like Race, because Race, you've seen Step Brothers, right?
I've seen Step Brothers.
Yeah.
No, what
Yeah,
Jeffrey's
is
confused about is that he doesn't think that I've watched Step Brothers with him.
I forgot that. Yeah, Sarah and I.
But we definitely did.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
We're idiot.
I could throw this football clean over those mountains.
I bet you I could throw these mountains.
Throw these mountains clean over that football.
Oh boy. What else do we have here? Soon this is just going to be called the Food Post Podcast.
Right, the Food Post.
Yes.
Which I still wouldn't complain.
Share photos of your food, and we'll talk about it and other stuff for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Buckner added an addendum saying, I also work 14 hours tomorrow. Total week's hours will be 73, but I volunteered for it for a big check before Black Friday, and I got D&D Saturday as a treat.
Nice.
Ooh, D&D.
Dunkin' and Donuts.
Alright, let's just make sure that we got everything. I know I missed a couple last time. Alright, I think we got it.
Oh, right. So let's catch up with our podcasters, shall we? Paleo.
Yes.
Okay. First off, what the hell?
What did you just post in
What
the
the
chat?
hell is this sexy
remember,
ass
like-
pizza?
When you guys were talking about pizza earlier, it was like, oh, would you do a pizza or whatever? And I just remembered that commercial that Saber was looking at, because he was looking at weird commercials.
Yeah.
It's what I do. Video. Yeah. And one of them was that old Orbit gum commercial with the Anthro pizza.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. Those are big pepperonis on that pizza.
Take that off the screen. I've subjected people to it.
Yes. No. Yes. So Paleo, what have you been up to the last 2 weeks?
I can't remember if it was last time I think it was last time, where I was saying my cat was lost.
Yes.
Yeah. So Salem's back home now.
Yay!
Literally that Friday after the podcast, we were able to capture him using a cat trap.
Nice. That's so good.
So yeah, he's back inside now. When we captured him, he was very, very light. But he's gained his weight back now. He's back to like his normal size.
Good.
So.
But don't forget it, Salem. Don't run away. You won't get food.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm hungry. Just feed me, please.
Yeah, he hasn't really shown any interest in like going out the door anymore.
Yeah.
It's a cruel, cold world with no food.
Yeah, what a flawed world this is.
I like when you captured him with the little cage, and he's like, meow, and you're like,
yeah, he meowed a lot. Like when he got back inside, he started like rubbing up against everything and then meowing. Because he doesn't usually meow a lot. But like he licked my hand and everything, so he's been good. He's back to his old self.
He was regaling you the tale.
Your other cat, Patches, was he like?
Yeah, he was confused when he came back in. He was like, "Wait, who was that?"
You're supposed to be gone. He probably pushed Salem out the door and locked it. He was like,
"Yeah, right, exactly." It's the Queen's corgi.
The corgis are dogs.
But yeah, Patches. Yeah, both him and Salem are back to playing again. So that's good.
Well, I'm glad that.
Really...
Yeah, I admittedly was nervous hearing about because you live. It seems like in a more
foresty,
wilderness
area.
Yeah. I live in a neighborhood that's surrounding a lake where there's a bunch of houses around the lake, but it's like full of trees. Yeah. So like it's very easy for like an animal to get lost. So,
well, that was absolutely a best case scenario, and I'm glad that Salem's back home and fattening back up. So, Jaxblade.
Yeah, what's up?
Tell me about your last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks, pretty cool. Hit 500,000 subscribers, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
But for my pet, I feel bad for my boy because I keep going down to check on him because so like months ago he like hurt his leg, and so like he like I don't know, like something messed up with his leg, and then we like took him to the vet, and it seemed like it was getting better, but then when he went to the vet, it got like a lot worse. And so like for months we were just like, oh, what the hell's going on with? And so we finally got him to go to another vet because the previous vet they were being told my mom would shit and tell me.
You're cutting out of it.
We're losing you, Jaxblade.
Oh, sorry.
Word.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I clear? Hello?
Yes. You sound a little quiet for whatever reason.
Let me fix microphone.
Jax is doing like 400 push-ups while he's like, I can do this at the same time.
Oh yeah, let me do that. Let me blah 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 blah. All right. How's that? Is that better?
Yes.
Yes, that's better right now. Yeah.
All right, sweet. So yeah. So so the vet, like the original vet, my mom thought like they did something to intentionally mess up his leg, and I was like, oh, don't fucking tell me that because my crazy ass will hunt the motherfucker down. So it was weird. So he was getting better, then he got worse, and so like he was worse for a while, and then this Monday, after all these months, we finally took him in, and they were able to do surgery because apparently his knee was torn the fuck up. He'd been walking on for like months like that, and he like I'll give my boy this. He's strong as hell. Like he was not making any noise or whining or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. And so he got his surgery, so now he's a little cyborg because he's got metal in his leg now. But he can't move or run. He can't move or run for like the next 8 weeks, and he's heavily medicated. And he tries, and he's like super. Yeah, he's super hyper all the time. So I feel like really bad because he can't do anything. And, like we have to make sure he can't chew his stitches out, and then we can't put the cone on him and stuff like that. So I keep going down and checking on, make sure he's sleeping well. But it's for the next 8 weeks. He's a tough little. He's tough.
It's so hard because you can't tell him like you have to stay still. Like a human, it's like okay, well I'll stay still. But for a dog, it's like they don't understand that, so it's tough.
Yeah, especially a boxer's hyper ass. So yeah, but
boys go.
But
well, Rambo gets you feeling better, dude.
Yeah. He's good. He's strong. Realized.
He's a strong buffer.
Yes, definitely. That's it.
Yeah. Well, congrats on the 500K.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's awesome to see another one of our friends hit that milestone. And then we got Laura over there. What's new with you?
Geez, I don't even know. Been doing some work.
Nice. That's good. Work's always good.
We, a couple of our friends actually who lived here, for a while, recently moved away, and we're all just kind of bummed out about it over here. So,
Yeah.
you know, but they're not too far away, so it's not that bad. I mean, I don't know what else is going on.
Waiting for Pokemon to come.
I am waiting for Pokemon to come out.
And then
The new movie, Pokemon.
Well, the movie already came out and we already watched it.
is that the one with the monkeys?
That was the one with the monkeys, yeah.
They're like Tarzan, but with monkeys.
Wait.
But yeah, the Diamond and Pearl comes out. No, of course I know. I've been playing Skyrim again.
Skyrim. She bought it for the 5th time.
Third time.
Third
I
time.
bought Skyrim for the 3rd time. Because I got the anniversary edition on the Xbox One, and I've been playing it a bunch again. And like, God, it's like, I know everybody, like not everybody, but a lot of people have like the game. They're like, oh, I can just play this for hours and hours and hours. And Skyrim is absolutely that for me because I 100% lose track of time. Like, it's just so bad.
Should I get Skyrim and play it for Ready Player Dumb?
Oh, it'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. You might have to do like,
Yes.
how long are your episodes usually?
They have 50,000 episodes that they still need to upload from last year.
I mean, like, how long are your episodes?
The typical upload for us on a... So I guess the first question would be, is this a story mode driven game? I don't actually know much about Skyrim.
I mean, it's a role-playing game, so there's a story, there's like a primary story that you can follow.
Uh-huh.
You could also, if you want, it's like open world, so you can go do whatever the hell you want.
It's kind of like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. Because like I was saying, episodes tend to be about 30 minutes in duration to help us get chunks in. So
I was kind of thinking, like, if you guys do like 10-minute episodes, you might need to make them a little bit longer.
Okay, so 30 might be in a sweet spot.
30 is really good, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I've never played Skyrim. All I know is Fuss Ro Da. That's all.
It is Foss Rue Da. Foss Rue Yas.
Queen.
Well, Saber.
Race, how was your week?
How was my week? I'm glad you asked.
What's going on with you, Race?
So I went to Phoenix recently for the end of the NASCAR season, and I bring that up because I have, man, should I just tell the story now?
Sure.
Let me put on. No, quick.
Oh no, it's okay. So let me just kind of like start the story off with when for years I have, but Sarah's just leaving. She's
Animal Crossing.
One of those kinds of stories.
So for years, I've been warned by my parents about, oh, you don't want to book a crappy hotel room. You never know what you're going to find. Bed bugs and all this crap and whatnot. Well, I've, in all of my hotel stays, granted, I've had some weird ones that were kind of lame, but I can't think of a hotel that was like didn't screw up, but was able to make it up by giving me a different room. So when we went out and we were figuring out like what room we were gonna get and whatnot, I was looking at hotels, and there was a hotel out in Phoenix, and I think it was called Hometown Suites by Red Roof Inn. And I'll try and verify that name, but the so and I recognize Red Roof as a company, so I was like, okay. And you know, it was
pretty shitty though.
Yeah.
I think it's
Budget place.
Yeah.
Or like drug deals and whatnot.
I mean, I was like, some of them sound similar, and I was like,
I mean, you know, even the Bellagio has
Right.
drug deals.
Exactly, PanamaMatt.
Bellagio, what's that?
Oh, that fancy hotel in Vegas with the big fountains.
Vegas does not have drugs. How dare you?
Yeah,
I know. What was I thinking?
Seriously, like, look, we've stayed.
They have mind-altering substances.
We stayed.
Yeah, it's called the Holy Spirit.
We got a super chat, by the way, from Christina, just saying, drop me by to say hi, and I'm working on a banner for you all. Sorry I can't stay. I hope you have a good podcast. Thank you, Christina, for swinging by. We look forward to seeing it. Okay, so anyways, I booked this room. Most of the rooms were going for like mid 100s to above $200 for a day. This one wasn't the cheapest option, but it was going for high 80s. And I'm like, I'm just looking for, and the two other guys I went with, we all kind of agreed, we just want a roof, preferably some walls, and a bed. Like we're good with this.
Roof was red.
Huh? Why was the red roof red?
Red roof in?
Probably caught on fire. Anyways, so I get there, and at this point it's about 10:40 at night. It was Friday. We had just spent the whole day, so we drove out from the Los Angeles area to Phoenix, which is about a 6-hour drive. Got to the track in time for all of the on-track activity. It ended at night, and then we went, got some dinner, got to the hotel. And I go to the front desk, and I'm putting quotes that you can't see, but the, quote, front desk, which is actually looks like it used to just be, like, the hole for the, like, laundry area. But they were like, this is where we could just put a desk. And I go in there, and there are two girls ahead of me. And they're talking with the person at the front desk and sorting whatever out, and I'm not interested, so I'm not even bothering paying attention to their conversation. But I noticed that the girl who's running the desk looks like she's either has not slept for 40 hours or is possibly getting in on those drug deals that people are referring to. One of the two. I assume the sleep. Like, she just looks like she's just like, I've had a long day. And so I go in, and then it's my turn to check in. I get my key. Everything seems fine. And so I at that point, we go to our room, and I open up the door, and the guy behind me goes to turn on the light switch, and it doesn't turn on. And of course, naturally, we immediately joke like, well, that's what you get what you pay for. Except then he goes, what's that moving? And he goes, look, there's a bug. And I look down by his feet, and I don't see a bug. I see 3 bugs of decent size, all kind of scatter in different directions. To which I'm like, oh, that's going to be inconvenient. We have 3 bugs in the room.
No, that's not the climax of the story, is
and then we found a light switch that worked. And I kid you not.
You shouldn't be able to find 3 bugs before a working light switch.
When we flipped
the order that those things should happen.
Oh. Not unless you're being tracked by the CIA.
When we flipped on that light switch, the entire floor scattered. I mean, there were bugs everywhere. And those that couldn't hide were on the walls.
Dude, at that point, I'd be getting out of there. Can you imagine if there's bed bugs or like?
Oh! Trust me. Like the way I'm telling this story, I was already in the parking lot by this point. Like
you're making it's like that movie Joe's Apartment. But
it happened in slow motion, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And honestly, the biggest mistake I made in this whole scenario was that I didn't get out of there before I grabbed the phone, which I shouldn't have touched, and immediately dialed front desk and was like, I think I opened it up with, "Are you fucking kidding me?" and don't get me wrong. Like when I'm dealing with an employee of a hotel, I don't throw all the blame on that one employee. Like, I'm like, somebody absolutely fucked up, and you need to know this, but I am not going to mince words on how fucked up this room is. I'm like, it's literally crawling away right now. Like, it's trying to dislodge itself from your fucking hotel. And this is the kicker. The girl goes, well, I could give you a refund for tomorrow night, but because it's past 11 o'clock, you're going to have to pay for your night stay.
Oh, fuck you.
And I pull out my phone and watch it click over from 10:59 to 11. And at that point I'm like, well, I'm not arguing any longer in this room. And I basically hung up, and I'm like, I'll go and get the first bit canceled.
Charge back on the card. And
but yeah, I straight up was like, this is literal hell that I walked into. I have never in my life walked into a more disgusting scenario. Like, the room was just, like,
you said it was red roof again?
It was. Let me look up, because I have I just want to make sure I get this right.
Did you vlog any of this? Defame any other properties here.
No. It's so 1 second.
Did you vlog?
It is called. It is called Hometown Studios by Red Roof.
Yeah, we're never saying it.
And it was Hometown Studios, Phoenix West, and I absolutely want everybody listening here. If you end up in Phoenix, do not go there.
Just don't go to Phoenix. Problem solved.
Just don't go to Phoenix. It was, oh my god, and yeah, the fact that they were trying to pull this whole, oh yeah, no, it's past 11 o'clock. I was like, fuck you. Like, not you, but this little policy shit you're trying to pull on me, just fuck it all. And
also you.
And you. And again, like, in this situation, right, I'm like livid, right? But I'm not taking it out like on her, the front desk girl. I'm just like, you guys like literally need to burn that room down. Like, like, do not turn around and put someone else in it before you take care of whatever is going on in that room. It's absolutely terrible. And then before we left the parking lot, I called up my bank and said, hi, there's a charge that's going to be on my card for tonight. Take it off.
Nice.
Because I've never done that before, ever. In
this situation, like, it calls for it.
Right, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. It's like, they're going to see, like, I don't have a history of doing this. But I'm like, they sold me a livable room, and what they provided was not that.
No.
And I'm like, screw your 11 o'clock bullshit. I'm like, no, you're not getting away with that. So yeah, I did file that, and it's still going through its process. But the night got like, so that was like the horror part of the night. Now, what added the cherry on top is because NASCAR was in town, every hotel within an hour of the track, maybe more, is sold out. There's nothing left. And we just decided, we're like, we had been calling all these different places, and of course you don't get the hotel. You get like their call center for all of their hotels. So every time I called a specific hotel, they're like, and where would you like to stay? And I'm like, aha! Oh, and before we take any more information, how about you sign up for our rewards program? That would be great. And I signed up, I think, for the same rewards program 3 different times that night because I was, at this point, delirious, tired, and desperate. And I'm like, please, find me a fucking room. And it never worked out. So what we did was we ended up actually at a track that was very nearby the racetrack. There was no way in hell that this hotel was even going to have a room. And we knew that. But we're like, we have to try. And we go into the front desk and ask, do you guys, by any chance, there are 2 women there, and I asked, by any chance, do you guys have a room for the weekend? And for those of you that have seen the movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he runs into one of the stores and he asks the employees if they have a Turbo Man doll, and they literally start laughing in his face.
Right.
That's what happened to me. Like, they straight up all but pointed and were laughing at me. And I'm like, I'm like, you know, honestly, I'd be laughing right there with you guys if we didn't get absolutely fucked tonight. And I mean, I made sure that anyone within the first 3 floors of this hotel just all of a sudden heard the word fucked with no context. And because again, this was after 2.5 hours now. Like it is like 2 in the morning, and every place that we called doesn't understand we need a room tonight, not tonight as in tomorrow night. The frustrations were boiled over. We couldn't get any information, and at that point, I think the point got across to these women, like, oh, they've had that night. Because I explained, I'm like, we had a room. We knew not to show up without a room. Our room was absolutely shit. And these 2 women proceeded to call like maybe 12.5 hotels trying to find a room anywhere in the area. And before they called the last hotel, we had already put our credit card down and said, we don't even care about the price. We'll take a room, because we found out that they had a room the following night. Not that night, but the following night. And because of their help, that they honestly could have just been like, nope, sorry, you're screwed. We were like, they earned our payment, and the guy put his credit card down. I was like, I don't even care how much it is. Like, I'm putting my card down. We're getting a room. It actually ended up being fairly reasonable for the second night. But we ended up sleeping in our car overnight in a parking lot. And yeah, it was atrocious. It was just
yikes.
The weekend itself was fun, but man, I've oh god, I have sworn a vendetta against this Hometown Studios by Red Roof, Phoenix West. Oh god.
You know who you are.
Yeah, I would have like broken down crying, so good for you.
It was so bad. I made sure I did not put anything on the beds, because I knew at that point. There's a guy who's with us, just to give a little more context before I wrap up the story. He goes by the name Cheap Charlie. And it is because he's like a guy who will stretch food way beyond its limits because he's trying to save money. So like he'll always do the leftover thing, but then like you're like, how old is that food you're eating? And he's like,
I don't know.
Yeah, he's literally like asked me before, like, do you think I should eat this tuna? And I'm like, what's the date on the can? And he's like, well, it was dated for last year. No, don't. Anyways, he didn't even walk into the room before he said, we're not staying here. And I was like, yeah, that is the correct answer. So yeah, that was my week. Thanks for asking, Saber. What about you, Sarah?
We're getting ready for going camping to Yosemite.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing, other than playing Animal Crossing and doing editing, because spooky season's wrapping up and all the games are starting to wrap up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a lot of highlight reels to do. Yeah, and it is our anniversary, and we got a super chat from Quiet Storm saying happy anniversary, Racing Toodles.
Thank you, Quiet Storm. So yeah, we're going to Yosemite. That's going to be kind of our anniversary getaway this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly.
It's going to be it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
It is. We're tent camping, and it's going to be in like the 40s.
I got a wool blanket and everything. We have our thermal undies. I think we're
gonna snuggle together to keep warm.
Yeah.
Our biggest
We've
concern...
got like 5 blankets that I've packed in the car already.
Yeah, good. I think, Sarah, and my biggest concern is both. If we wake up... What?
Bears.
Well, bears are fun. They'll keep you warm, too. Bear hug.
Oh, shit! Oh, I forgot to say the thing that happened when I was at Sabres.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Is it bear related?
It is bear related.
Well, what happened?
So, I was moving my car, so I could, like, there's like a guest parking area where Saber and Laura live.
Mm-hmm.
So I was moving my car down there, and then I was walking back, because it was at night. It was, like, around, like, 9 or 10. It was, like, dark out, and there's barely any street lights around the neighborhood, so I was just walking...
Barely.
Yeah. So I was just walking back up the hill to Saber and Laura's house. And then I hear some footsteps in the neighbor's yard, and I thought it was like a dog or maybe there's just a neighbor going out to their car. And then I look at over, and then I see a big silhouette, and then I was like, is that a dog? And then my mind like immediately clicked and says, oh wait, no, that's shit, that's a bear. And I ran to like Saber's door like immediately.
Hey, look, nature.
Yeah.
Didn't you see it when you ran inside? Like you looked out and you saw it near the driveway.
Yeah. So it was yeah, it was like in the neighbor's yard. So yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, I have never seen bear in this neighborhood. I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A few days later, I walked outside. It was at nighttime, and my peripheral vision in the right corner, I thought I saw like potentially it could have been the same bear because I heard some heavy footsteps and then it just whatever it was ran away. Could have been a deer though. Could have been something else. I don't know.
Because I think since I went to the door very quickly, it probably got scared off, and there was also a car coming by the road to get to Saber's house.
Yeah, black bears were wussies. They'll run.
Do you guys ever? Because I know like in your area, like people have outside cats and whatnot. Like, is there ever concern because of the wildlife out there?
I'd be more concerned about coyotes killing a cat than a bear, to be honest.
Yeah. Black bears are all that we have here, and they're pansies.
They're scavengers.
Yeah.
Like coyotes, I'd be more afraid if Lemmy ran. Well, if Lemmy went outside, he'd get hit by a car. But like, if it, or fall down into a hole or something. But yeah. I mean, black bears, I wouldn't be worried about like them with the pets. Now, if one came face to face with me, I'd be like, hold my ground. I guess it'll back off. But as far as like the pets in the neighborhood go, because there are some outside cats, I think I'd be a bit more worried about coyotes or feral dogs or whatever.
Okay.
I'd be more afraid of a feral dog or even a pissed off domestic dog than I would be of a black bear.
I didn't realize that they were that docile.
They get scared
They're
very
cowards.
easily.
They run.
Yeah.
You cowards.
No, if it's a brown bear, that's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Do you ever get up close enough just to make sure? Like, yeah, that's a black bear.
I think I see some ID. Smokey.
Well, Saber, what's new with you?
I've been hanging out with my girlfriend, and then
Who?
Paleo. We had some friends come over a few weekends ago. Paleo was visiting a few weekends ago. What are we watching? Watching a show called Sex Education.
Netflix. Yeah, I've seen the first 2 seasons, and the third one came out, but I wanted Steven to watch it. So now I have to wait for him to catch up.
Oh. Hurry up.
And working on some projects. Got an exciting few months, or rest of the year should be pretty exciting and packed. The Joshua Reanimated, we have a trailer that we put together, and I'm really excited about that. Henry did a great job with it.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
What else? Anything in the realm of hobbies? Not really. Been enjoying the autumn weather. It's been really nice out with like the crisp blue skies and trees. So, is that really it? You started playing Skyrim again.
I did.
And then were we playing? Oh, we finished Kingdom Hearts. We're starting Kingdom Hearts 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
No spoilers.
Did you,
I've only played Kingdom Hearts. I'm kidding.
Did you watch through the
Last time, but like I fucking hate Kingdom Hearts, but I love it. But I fucking like I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
But like the execution is just garbage.
There's a certain point where like it's like Laura's like Jafar, haha, or
It's like, oh, I'm
or it's
it wasn't like, oh, I started out having fun and then stopped having fun. It was like from the beginning. I'm like, okay, where's the Disney stuff?
What I'm saying is though, it's funny because Laura's like, it's the boogeyman or it's Jafar, and then there's the fight at Hollow Bastion with Riku, and she's like, fuck this.
I'm of a similar opinion.
This is so frustrating, but it's kind of silly. It was like, Steven, if I don't like, if this is just how this is, I'm not going to play the rest of this game because I'm not having any fun.
It's all hard anime fights from here on out.
Like, there's no Disney, there's no, like, reprieve, there's nothing. It's just get beaten up by this kid over and over.
I'm of a similar opinion where, like, I don't give a shit about the Final Fantasy side of the things, and I only care about the Disney. I will say that Kingdom Hearts 2 is a lot better of a game than the first Kingdom Hearts. In my opinion, if you're looking for the Disney, it makes a lot of the gameplay easier, like, and also just more interesting.
This time I saw.
But
yeah, no, I was very happy with Kingdom Hearts 2.
But what about Chain of Memories?
No.
Tell us about
Never heard of Fuck that game entirely. It's the same. It's Kingdom Hearts 1 over, except now it's a card game.
With even shittier gameplay. Yeah.
I was so mad throughout most of that gameplay. Like I was.
Wait, so Saber and Laura, did you guys watch the cutscenes from Chain of Memories or 358 over 2 days?
Should I?
If you want to understand something, like.
We'll watch.
We'll watch. No, I want to watch it. We'll watch it.
Yeah. So just watch the cutscenes from A Chain of Memories, and then on the disc there is a movie for 358 over 2 days.
I will say this: when I played originally back in the day, Kingdom Hearts 1, and then eventually Kingdom Hearts 2, I never was really aware of the need or importance of the other games. Also, I don't.
Same.
Because I played through all the games like in order because I had never played anything except for like a bit of the first game.
Yeah, he was
back in 2000.
So sorry.
But the thing is, like, after playing through all of them, I was thinking, how the fuck did people go from 1 to 2 and understand anything? Like what happens in Chain of Memories,
and then there's me that still doesn't understand anything.
The kicker is that it just doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is bullshit.
But keys and shoes that are big
and zippers.
Big zippers.
I'm still of the opinion.
No, Rescue Rangers.
I'm still of the opinion that there's a YouTuber called Super Butterbuns that does a lot of like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts stuff, and she says that like Kingdom Hearts isn't complicated, it's just a lot to remember, and there is a lot to remember.
I don't do good with needing to remember.
Yeah,
it's not complicated, it's just terrible.
It's like I don't know. Our Kingdom Hearts gameplay actually just resumed on Ready Player Dumb
today.
So
nice.
Episode 50. We got a little ways to go. I think there's like 80 something episodes of Kingdom Hearts 2 in total.
Well, how would you know that? We're still working our way through the game on our old couch.
I'm estimating.
Very good. Sarah's got some good numbers in her head.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, okay. So it is such a funny thing. Like again, as a Kingdom Hearts kid, like playing that when it came out back in the day and the excitement.
That was wonderful at the time.
It was, yeah, and I feel like it's given me more of, I guess, forgiveness towards it, more tolerance towards it, as opposed to Sarah, who I remember I was like, hey, didn't I have you, like, I feel like you almost started playing Kingdom Hearts 2 before anything else.
Yeah.
And
I just remember, yeah, I was at your house visiting because we were doing our long distance relationship thing where we would, each summer visit each other's houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I was over there and I was just like, let's play a video game or something. And you just popped in Kingdom Hearts 2. And I remember playing as Roxas.
I don't know why I chose
skateboarding all over town. And I'm just like,
oh my God,
what in the fuck is, where's the Disney?
Yeah, well, who is this kid? Who are you?
Kid. I thought there was
that's to me, that's part of the charm of Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah. The beginning of it is that you, like, again, without the stuff that Paleo's talking about, you go into that, and I literally was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, no, I remember being mad because me and my friend Ashton were playing it. Like, what did that come out? Like, was 6th grade?
2006.
2006. So that
Yeah.
was 2000. Is 2006 is when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out?
I think so.
I could have swore it was earlier. It has. Wasn't it earlier? I feel like it was earlier because I feel
it was like January of that year.
Let me see. Kingdom Hearts 2. Because I could have swore I was in. That was 2005. Okay, yeah, 2005. So yeah, I was in like 8th grade at that point. Yeah, yeah. So that was.
I know that yeah, it came out in Japan, 2005, but it came out here in 2006. On
2006. March.
Like it came like early that year.
I remember it so much earlier. Oh my god. Well, yeah, but I remember like playing that with a friend. And then we were just like, where the fuck is this people? What is this shit? And we're all salty the first few.
There were so many people, like, when we were wrapping up Kingdom Hearts 1 that were like, don't do, like, I forget which way it is around, but, like, a lot of people were like,
they're saying it here. Don't do 358 before Kingdom Hearts 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Heroes sensed the Final Fantasy slander.
But we
was like,
I see. The thing is, for me, as I explained multiple times with our playthrough, is that I had already played Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was gonna go into that spoiled for Kingdom Hearts 2 stuff. Yeah. I already knew what was coming. Yeah. I had forgotten some of it, you know, because I hadn't played it in 10 years or however long, but 15 years, I don't know. God,
the thing is, like, because I hear that too about, like, no, you shouldn't watch the 358 over 2 days, like, cutscenes before Kingdom Hearts 2. But I disagree. I think you should, because the things with Axel and Roxas actually make sense in Kingdom Hearts 2 after watching that.
Yeah. I think after we watched it, because we did watch it before Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah,
because after like, that we were both like, yeah, this actually adds a lot of context that would be helpful.
Yeah, because like, especially with Axel and Roxas, they're like, oh, their motivations actually make sense in this game now.
Yeah, you just have to watch this thing before that one, only after this one, which came out 3 games prior to that. But you need to
I mean, it's worse than that, though. Like, they literally were releasing these things on different gaming platforms.
On different platforms.
Yeah, different consoles. That's what pissed me off. When I remember playing these in order. It pissed me off so much. I was like, what the fuck do you mean I need to get a fucking DS for this shit? I don't have that fuck. I have a PSP. What the fuck?
That's why I'm so glad they just have it all in one collection now.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, here it is, played in order. There you go.
Thank you. Well, have fun with that. PanamaMatt.
Hi.
You're the last one in our line of seeing how you're doing and what's new.
I am?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, make it good.
Okay. Tell us about your fireplace.
I don't have one.
I don't
and that's
know.
Tell us about your bicycle.
Give us the table update. How's your table that you made?
Wait.
Very well. Give it over to a friend.
Just got a super
it is currently in the living room, and it has not fallen over yet.
Oh, good job, Matt.
By the way, Jax.
Super chat.
Yes.
Jax.
Thank you for your super chat.
Saying
Ray Sarah, order a pizza.
That's your pizza money.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Jax. We're gonna have. We're gonna fine dine on pizza.
So I've been coaching a high school mock trial team, and we're through round 3 of 4 in the competition so far, and we're currently 3-0. Which is awesome.
That's really cool.
The final round will be tomorrow evening, so we'll see how they do. They've been putting in a lot of work, and it's been fun coaching them. And presumably they're having fun, but whether or not they are, they're doing really well.
Sweet.
How does one become a coach for something like that?
Well, you find a school that's looking for someone that is willing to do it, and you say, I would like to do that, and they'll be like, okay.
Okay, so you kind
of in theory, it helps if you're a lawyer, but you don't necessarily need to be.
I'm gonna get a rivaling team and go up against Matt.
Let's do it. You can vlog it.
Who needs a bar exam? Yeah, I'll set up the tripods in the courtroom. They'll be like, sir?
I mean, if you want to, we could probably make that happen. But, yeah, no, they're doing really well.
Cool.
And aside from that, it's mainly been business and, weekend trivia nights and bike rides and
zombies.
Just generally, I'd love to say I'm burning the candle at both ends, but it feels like I just kind of crumpled it up into a ball and just set it on fire entirely.
A double-ended candle.
Yeah. You know what you can do with that, right? So that's my week.
Well, nice. Sarah.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you put down Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So we can.
No, it'd be like that. It'd be like that, right?
Hirosashii's
Hiro,
here.
how's your
Hiro, what have you been up to?
Oh.
Did you guys
Here, I'm gonna have you put down Animal Crossing.
Did you sense them talking shit about Final Fantasy and were like, I should join?
I don't actually care that much about Final Fantasy as like a series. I just play 14 a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I care about Final Fantasy as a series, but I'm not like crazy about it or anything. Like,
Also,
oh, are you talking bad about my dude? Sorry, what's up?
I'm perfectly sure that Final Fantasy as a series is great. I just don't give a shit about it in Kingdom Hearts when I just want to see Mickey.
When you want to see the Disney characters,
or, like, go to Aladdin World and fly on the carpet, like.
As someone who even likes Final Fantasy, yo, same.
Right?
Like, get out of here. But what have I been up to? Speaking of Final Fantasy, my group, or Static, or whatever you want to call it, just beat the hardest fight in the game after progressing through it for a few months. So that was nice. Now we have our nice shiny weapons that say, hey, we're sweaty gamers. So that's cute. Other than that, I'm on PTO now until December 1st. Yay!
Woohoo! Yay, get it!
Ooh, that's nice.
Yes, it is. And then I have even more PTO in December. Yay!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay, being a coder is cool.
That's awesome.
Yes. Other than that, yeah, nothing. I don't know. Oh, I watched the first 2 episodes of Arcane, the League of Legends show with Paleo and Jax yesterday.
Don't say anything. We haven't watched it yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just say it's pretty good. It's also pretty.
Pretty.
Them French animators, man, I'm telling you. Oh, the French.
Oh, the French. French. Well, cool. Well, happy to have you, Hiro.
Yeah.
By the way, people are complimenting your piano playing from the vlogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, why? Thank you. Thank you is the correct thing to say. Thank you.
There was actually a funny moment. I don't think we mentioned this last time when we were talking about Ponyville Cider Fest, but Hiro was sitting, I think, at the piano or near the piano, and there was the Renegade stage, and very casually Hiro just goes, "Oh, they're playing my song." I was like, "What? Let's go!" And then the song ended.
Yeah, it ended right as soon as he found out, which is funny.
Yeah.
Jax pointed it out to me, I believe. I didn't even notice. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or was it Paleo? One of y'all two. I don't remember who.
What?
When
Your
you pointed
song.
out that the Renegade
playing.
stage was playing my song.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey,
Let's go,
I think it was actually Paleo. He was like, "Isn't this your song?" And I was like, "Oh, yes."
The best
Yes,
part
it
would
is.
be if it's not remixed or touched at all, and they're just like, "Yeah, I made this." You're like, "Oh."
I'd be like, "You didn't, but okay."
But you'd still rock out to it. Well, Sarah, we do have a couple items here on our list of stuff to talk about. The first of which is not My Little Pony related. It is Disney Plus related, as Disney Plus came out with a whole bunch of its announcements on Disney Plus Day. And yeah, there were announcements, promo material, art. I'll just go ahead and bring up the one everyone wants to talk about first, Zootopia Plus. That
Say Tiana.
you didn't see who?
That's not how you say Tiana.
Tiana.
What animal is she?
Frog.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Zootopia Plus had a promotional poster.
Yeah.
Kind of hinting at some of the episodes to come.
Yeah. I think those are going to be all the episodes, probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, but what's interesting is it does appear that the animation is going to be that of the movie.
Movie quality, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Nice.
nutty. Jesus.
So we'll see. We'll see what. I just feel like they're preparing for the 8 sequels they're gonna make for Zootopia, and they're like, well, we could squeeze in a little side material. It's gonna be like Avatar, except they're actually they're actually gonna make the movie.
No, it's gonna be like Ice Age because they announced another Ice Age thing.
Oh my god!
Even though Blue Sky isn't even like a thing anymore.
Who's making it?
Disney.
I guess one of the animation studios that Disney owns. I guess. I don't know which studio is making it.
Oh, interesting.
Ice Age has been going on for over 20 years.
Fucking crazy. Well, it was a long Ice Age.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm looking at the Zootopia poster. Judy and Nick are there at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that is suggesting that they're going to be part of all these.
That they have the same voice actor.
Yeah. Nyan Bacon. I know that Disney bought Blue Sky, but they shuttered them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare you? So let's see. What are we learning from this poster? Sloths are doing something.
I think they're at a restaurant on a date.
Oh.
And their waitress is probably going to be very impatient.
Is that an otter?
I think it's an otter.
Yeah, Mrs. Otterton.
I don't think that's Mrs. Otterton. I don't think so.
I don't think. Like a question. Where you?
No, I think it's just a otter.
A otter.
I think it's just an otter.
What, Matt?
Stupid question. Where are you guys looking right now?
Well,
yeah, hold on 1 second.
There's this amazing thing called the internet that we've utilized.
Never heard of it.
Talking like him.
Here, I'll
Why are you talking like yourself?
I posted
that's the
it in
image.
the chat room for you. Here, let me see if I can find out.
Do I need to fix your Horcrux there, Race? Thank you.
There's also shirtless Bogo.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, dancing with Clawhauser. Which a lot of people are going nuts over that.
I can ship that.
Now people have since the movie.
Oh, yes.
I'm in. Let's do it. I'm getting on board. 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. Does a ship exist? Yes. Let me get in on that.
Follow your dreams, Laura. We got like a 5-0 Mousekewitz thing happening here. Or
Grandmama.
Oh shit! Is that supposed to be oh god.
Mr. Big.
That's right, Paleo.
It is Grandmama.
No, Saber was saying like there was gonna be like a Godfather 2 parody.
Yeah.
Or an American Tail.
Weaselton
5 becomes the God Mouse.
Weaselton gets money. It looks like
that's the least interesting one.
girl is getting married again.
Excuse me, Frou. Excuse you.
Save it for the giant donut.
I'm sorry. What is this again? Zootopia. And then Bonnie's mom. I'm sorry, Bonnie.
Bonnie's mom looking young AF. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What's going on here? She looks like she's ready to murder.
She looks like she's gonna run up and sock the shit out of Haru.
Oh yeah. She's gonna use Stu as the weapon, the murder weapon. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, of course.
Which episode do you want the most out of these?
Which one do I want the most?
It looks like Judy and Nick are not going to be in any of them.
I'm probably looking forward to the Bogo and
Clawhauser.
Mm-hmm.
As of 2 minutes ago, me too.
I might say the one with Bonnie and Stu just because I feel like if they're going to shortchange me on Judy Hopps, at least that's like the most likely place where she'll show up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. I hope they don't. But because obviously the look back, right? The Godfather 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know what the setup for these are going to be, so we'll just have to see.
It's actually just a play.
Wait! No! Oh my god, if there's a date episode, what if Judy and Nick are dating too and they're off at the side at the table?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we're so excited.
That's the one.
Guys. What if that's it?
What if there's no like bedroom? There's no bedroom scene in any of
Is this the animation for it?
the animation for what?
Is this thing Hero posted? Is this fan?
Oh, that's fan, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is what I wanted the show to look like.
Or now.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Okay, so if there isn't anything else people have to say about Zootopia, I guess we'll just wrap up the podcast.
No.
Okay.
Well,
All
no.
right.
Just talk about Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Chip and Dale.
Which
we still haven't seen any footage.
Yeah. So I'm very intrigued by this because we haven't gotten any look.
Yeah, like no footage, no like just pictures of what the characters
I'm-
fucking look like.
I'm hoping that they're so confident that they're like, we don't even need to.
Yeah.
As opposed to them being like, we
Oh,
might.
shit, guys.
What if we have a Sonic 2.0 situation here?
Yeah. So I'm
joking though. I have faith.
This is like complete rumor, I think, but there's something I saw on Twitter about an exchange between a couple of like writers or whatever about this being more like a Roger Rabbit style movie.
Oh, fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a whole like post on that. It was from an actual thing. They had the Chip and Dale.
Yeah, and saying that like that Roger Rabbit himself was going to be in it.
Oh, really?
Oh, that'd be perfect for Sarah. Yeah, that'd be.
It's all the boxes.
Yeah.
Where is it? Because sometimes you don't want things to mix that you love. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Like,
Or maybe say,
like,
like,
when
no, I
I
definitely
saw
want that.
Chip hitting on Judy, I was very confused at the Disney parks.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Oh, you mean actually for real, not a joke? Okay.
yeah. Like that actually happened, and I was like,
Wow.
okay, this is not right.
Yeah.
That is not correct.
Yeah.
If you two are hitting on each other, that means Sora is somewhere here in this park.
Well, there was something else for you, Race, in this these announcements.
Oh, something else for me.
Yeah. Cars on the road.
Oh, thank God.
Where else would they be?
I like that I said
that's
thank
not
God
right.
and Laura said oh God at the same time.
I was thinking to myself, like, what do I really want more of? And when it really came down to it, after a couple days of deep thought, it was more Cars content.
More Owen Wilson.
Thank goodness.
God.
Wow.
I don't know why, just the way you said that sentence just sounded Saber-esque. You're like, what do I want more of? And my thought really down to it is, I don't know, it just sounded like a thing Saber would say.
Yeah. You're catching on.
Dude, they look crazy.
You're catching his diction, oh no.
Oh, I thought you were saying something completely different there for a second.
If the Rescue Ranger thing is coming out like spring next year, and we still don't have like any like image of it except for this like teaser.
Oh, look,
thing.
they actually have images right now. Look, there's some live action stuff.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what.
Oh no.
Oh
It's
Lord
Robin and the
Almighty.
Chipmunks.
Is that? I'm guessing this is from a Robot Chicken.
No, that's from that fucking what was that shit movie? Those people who did like
Wait, we
epic
started.
movie.
Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, this is from Disaster movie, one of those
Yeah,
bullshit
that one.
things.
Yeah, Disaster movie.
Yeah, that shit. Where like they had the chipmunks show up and they
Can
were
we-
just
can we
What
be
was that shit
thankful?
movie? And I was like, which one?
I wanna say that's one of the things I'm glad that we've branched away from. It seems like because there was it felt like every 6 months we were getting a disaster movie, superhero movie, not another superhero movie. Like it was like, oh my
Meet the Spartans.
God.
Blah, blah, blah. I hated those fucking films.
Yeah, Disaster Movie and Meet the Spartans definitely like killed that off because they were
Isn't it?
so horrible.
Well, Vampires Suck was the one that like just put the nail in the coffin, figuratively and literally. So there you go. So
yeah. I
generally-
mean, like someone literally was like, oh, this a scary movie.
Scary Movie was funny.
But that I think that's they just were like, oh, it works for them, so we just need to very lazily copy the idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was the same people.
No, yeah, it was 2 of the writers from Scary Movie 1. They went off to go do, like, they started off with that, what was a girl from American Pie that was like, in Bandcamp, we fucking, you know the one who's in Buffy too? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, her, I think, date movie. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
They did Meet the Spark.
One time at Bandcamp, girl.
Yeah, and one time at Bandcamp, the one with the Allison Hannigan. Yeah, that's her name.
You were in Bandcamp, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can confirm.
Yeah,
No.
Where'd you play?
What?
French horn.
Remember?
Yeah.
In March?
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a special, like, I think it's technically called a flugelhorn. That is, it's a specific marching band horn for French horn.
It's the one that's like a donut, right? With like the spirals. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that giant one.
Good kissers play the French horn.
Mm.
I remember Sarah's the one who told me that. I was like, wow.
That's something I heard from one of my French horn teachers. She said it like just in our group of like, because like in marching band.
Just in your group, not even to everyone. Oh,
he was an odd man.
I can prove it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like if that's something like if somebody said to me like in a private group that was my teacher, I'd just be like, yeah. Like, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So yes, wonderful Cars content coming out. What else are people excited about? Any of you that saw other stuff?
She-Hulk.
Tiana
as well.
Tiana.
She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're doing a Enchanted sequel, Disenchanted.
Wait, it's a sequel to Enchanted?
Yeah.
No, is it like all animated, or is Amy
I don't think
Adams
so.
coming back? Okay. Okay.
There's also that animated Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Yeah,
They've sucked the last Spider-Man cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah, they showed an image about like what the style's gonna look like. It looks very stylistic compared to other cartoons. So
Yeah. Hopefully it's good. But again, like when it comes to Marvel, Disney cartoons, they fucking suck. I'm just gonna be real. Like all of them are fucking. I could do a video on that. Like every fucking Marvel Disney show is just like.
For some reason they're reviving the original X-Men cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's interesting if they get it right. Like if they actually get the shit right, then that's good. Because X-Men, like the sad thing about Marvel is Marvel only really has like 6 good cartoon shows where overall you can say like this is objectively a good show. But then like freaking everything else besides those ones has just been like very like either average or just like this is not good. This is not good. This is just I don't know what you're doing with this. So hopefully it's good. I hope it's good.
Well, cool. So yeah, plenty of stuff to keep an eye out for.
I'm looking forward to the Owl House coming out with the rest of its episodes.
Yeah. When's the crossover with Amphibia happening? Since those two should be fucking doing that.
Yeah,
They should do that.
Right after they cross over the Gravity Falls.
Are they? Oh, okay. Wait, you know what? I'm looking at this. Hold on now. Because they were because the only reason I said that is because like on Twitter, you know how like the creators all know each other, and then like this way it's like, oh, we're gonna see each other.
Podcast episode that was like a crossover.
Oh wait, they did?
Yeah, Amphibia and Owl House. They did like a script reading or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome! I need to. Let me look that up. Owl House Amphibia crossover. Well, so it was like Brenda's song and the voice of Luce on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Owl House Amphibia crossover. Oh, someone animated it too. That's dope. Oh, well, not animatic it. That's cool.
Amphibia has frogs. Owl House does not have an owl.
Yes, it does. Well, technically it's a demon.
Well, that's based on an owl.
Come on, Race.
He doesn't have
Ow! That hurt!
more like a puppy.
I love that character so much.
Yeah, come on, dude. I fucking hate it. I love him, but I hate him.
Albert, but that's more wood than owl.
It's more tingly than hot. So, cool. Let's see here, Sarah. What else is on the docket?
So I guess there was a My Little Pony kind of G5 announcement that they're going to be doing a YouTube release, like a special with 2D animation.
Hell
G5.
yes.
Fancy.
Oh, nice.
And it, yeah.
On YouTube.
Was it
In spring.
Watch
2D.
Watch them just be like, look, we have all these fucking puppets from G4. Just use this again. Just do this.
They're just recolors.
Yeah, they're just recolors. It's like, fuck it.
I'm kind of hoping it's in the style that was shown in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's like they just re-released the beginning of the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. You're like, that was it?
It'd be like seeing, Secret Life of Pets.
I guess this has also been common knowledge, but it's something that I don't think we've touched upon on the podcast, and I also didn't know about it, is that the series is officially coming in fall, like the new G5
next
series.
year.
Yeah.
What,
fall,
next year?
And then
there
will
and
be
the
another special in summer, I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna start out with a special,
Okay.
and then we'll have the series. We don't have like hard dates yet, just like summer, fall, and like spring for the YouTube thing.
So wait. The series is going to be 2D because this special's 2D?
No. The series is still gonna be 3D. Like this YouTube thing is going to be 2D, and it's like just a YouTube exclusive thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be some pony life shit.
And I'm guessing it's too early to know at this point how they're going to release the episodes, if they're going to do it episodic or all at once.
I have no idea.
Wait, we were talking about it last night. It was like,
we were watching Arcane, because Arcane's been releasing in like chunks.
Yeah, Netflix has been releasing shows in chunks recently. So it's just like, but then it's just like, with Hero brought up a valid point of like, that whole thing of like, we all know that the little girls who are fans of My Little Pony are like the major audience, like us bronies or whatever. Just like what you say, Hero? I'm not gonna talk for you. Like you said it really well last night.
I was like, definitely little girls are still like the major audience of My Little Pony. I think Hasbro knows that very well. Like they don't not know that like bronies exist and really are technically still a demographic, and it'd be probably just not a good idea on their part to just release the show all at once, because then we wouldn't have something to talk over for like years, or if not years, then like months and months, and they could like keep our interest going on, so that we're constantly interested in the property and spend money on their stuff.
Yeah, because we know that the people working on the show are well aware of the fandom, because at least at the top, they're the same people that looked over the movie. The big thing's going to be conveying that to Netflix. Being like,
I think it comes down to what Netflix wants to do.
Well,
with the
who
show.
cares what they want? It's what we want.
Like, look, fucking just drop that shit. Just put it all on there. We don't care.
Yeah, because they've been doing that with a lot of shows, like especially with, like anime recently, like with Komi-san, which was on Netflix. They've been doing like episodes per week for that.
Yeah.
And also they're going to do that with JoJo Part 6.
Really? Yeah.
Well,
I learned that.
We'll put in let's petition. We'll make a petition. Say Netflix, do it right, or still do it, but do it right.
They could do it to where like, it's a few episodes at a time rather than like one episode each week, because like that's what they're doing with Arcane, where Arcane has like 3 episodes like each week. So they could do something like that, but I don't know. Like it's definitely a different audience for ponies compared to like Arcane or anime, which is like more adult oriented.
Yeah, because they'll probably with ponies again, like Netflix is coming. It's just like, oh look, we know what the fuck. Look, they just put that shit out there for little kids. They're gonna watch it. It's like, sir, we need to tell you. Like, no, fuck off. Look, I know what we're doing, because you know how Netflix is. They're just like, oh.
So, so speaking of so this is a bit of a tangent here, but the Sarah and I were going through Walmart the other day doing some camping shopping, and I laughed because I see some talks of like DVD releasing and whatnot, and I laughed because I actually found Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the DVD set.
Yeah. But it's still only the...
Yeah, and I was like, I got excited at first because I was like, holy shit. Like, A, I didn't realize this was even still in stores.
Yeah.
B,
it was a different one.
It was a different one because it wasn't Volume 1 and Volume 2. It was both Volume 1 and Volume 2, not separated.
But not Volume 3.
The problem is Disney never released Volume 3.
Disney can't count to 3.
And still fucking hasn't released the last season of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Yeah. Like, I get that it's on Disney Plus, but I'm like, how is this still? How are they still selling these box sets incomplete?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, come on.
I don't know.
They're missing like 11 episodes or something.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, you can add that.
Yeah.
Maybe they did. Maybe we didn't read the box closely.
No, it said volume.
Yeah, I'm. The thing is, like with the MLP stuff with like releasing on DVD and stuff, is like, can't you make like a complete set, a Blu-ray set or whatever? But I guess they ran the numbers. They're like, oh, it's not worth it to make it because like not enough people will buy it. But the thing is, like, it's with like other cartoons too. Like with Adventure Time. Adventure Time had like for the first 6 seasons they released them on Blu-ray, and then they just went to just DVD for a while. And then when like the series was over, they released a complete series box set for Adventure Time, but on DVD and not Blu-ray. And people were like, it's a show that was made in the HD era, so it's HD. Like, why are you not putting it out like on Blu-ray? But also, again, like, I don't know how many people would like buy it for like just to have it in their collection.
A lot. Adventure Time's popular with stoners.
Like Paleo.
Yeah, massively.
Shall we move into Q&A?
Yeah, we got about 15 minutes. We'll go into the Q&A part of the Semi-Perfect Podcast.
Yeah, so if you got a question, we take them by super chats or also on Twitter. Generally, with how super chats work, is we give those priority. But if we do get to some of the Twitter questions, we'll get to those, as many of those as we can. And here's our social media up here at SemiPerfectPod. And then when you submit your questions on Twitter, you can use the hashtag SPPQuestions. So,
word to your mother.
Yeah.
Home slice.
I've never been sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because word's usually good, but like anything directed at one's mother, usually
But what if
bad.
it's a nice word? What if it's like, hey, your
Kindness.
mother's nice?
You see, that's why I'm confused by the whole statement.
Because kindness doesn't exist.
What?
Kindness is weakness.
All right. Well,
I thought your favorite pony was Kindness.
Yeah, no, she's a bitch.
Ooh.
I just say.
Clip that. Clip that. All right.
No.
We got a super chat from Nora Mermaid. Since I've been reading a lot of books lately, any good book recommendations? Love you guys, but I love Laura the most.
Yeah.
Be that way.
Book recommendations.
I already gave her a bunch, but she wasn't super keen on Lord of the Rings as a recommendation. I was like, fine.
It depends on the genre and type of thing you're looking for.
I can see Laura
Read
being
the
like,
original Jurassic Park. That shit is awesome. Right, Paleo?
Yeah.
That shit is fucking cool. It's different than the movie.
Yeah, the
don't read the second one. No, don't read the second one. That won't.
Because I'll tell you, Deadly Force Encounters
Lost World's pretty
has
good.
been pretty riveting so far, but you know that might just be for my perspective than any actual enjoyment of reading.
I have a good AP Calculus book.
There you go.
I read it with
the
menu at the Taco Bell.
If you're looking for the more non-fiction line of things, predictably
Is
irrational.
it hard copy or paper copy? Because
we're actually trying to give recommendations.
If you're looking for something more fictional and like kind of the fantasy-oriented thing, the Riria Chronicles I've quite enjoyed.
Have you tried the Goosebumps series?
I have
Yeah,
many,
I still
many
think
years
you would
ago.
like the Simon Snow trilogy. It's a good time.
Read the story of Bophades.
Ooh, that's
Stop! Don't even.
What about
have you read the sequel, Ligma?
there's a
my
classic
dick!
called Don Quick's OT. You should read that one.
Don Quick's Odie. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. How dare you?
I had to do that stupid annotation project where they're like, there need to be notes. I had to turn in the book.
Yeah.
And they're like, we need to see that you annotated. And I bullshitted all the way through
But
that
I hate
book.
writing in books. Don't make me do that.
There was one, like, you know, those fucking book projects that you did, book reports. I was doing, those seemed like a middle school thing, but there was, like, in high school, I did one. And I'm just like, why are we still doing book reports in fucking high school? But the book that I got, unbeknownst to me, was wait, what's the, I can't remember. It was a romance model, and it actually had sex scenes in it, and I was like, oh fuck, I have to like literally cut all of this out, and I'm just like,
that should have been your focus
like,
on the book report.
Did they assign the book to you?
No, we went through the library at the school.
So still, that was like a school book.
Yeah, it was a school-owned book in the library. It was like by Nora Roberts or whatever.
By Nora Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it has some saucy bits in it, and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no.
Did I hear Saber saying he had to do this same annotation thing?
Yeah, he's distracted at the moment.
Yeah, bullshitting your works cited, annotations, all that stuff. I'm so glad I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Part of life. Sometimes you need to be reminded of what you suffered and be glad you're done with it.
I do that every time I write a legal memorandum.
Me too, Matt.
Me three.
Yeah.
Me four.
Dude, I go back and look at some of the stuff I wrote, the citations and all that. And I think, damn, I used to be a good lawyer.
You used to be. No longer.
Now you're a zombie fighter.
Yeah, like, I mean, most days I'm reading
even do that
graphic
right.
novels. I literally don't remember the last time I've actually opened a novel. A novel, like words on
With
paper.
no pictures.
Without pictures. Like,
No.
yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the most of the books that I've been reading lately have just been graphic novels. I'm just like, okay.
Yes.
And then
Well, you're making
otherwise, I'm just listening to a book.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, I used
Read
to
some
do
manga, Nora.
Recently, called House of Leaves, but it's like some weird horror shit. So like, if you want a story that makes sense and is not creepy and weird, then I would not recommend it.
Dr. Seuss. Kind of a segue question here.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Fogus sends in a super chat asking, speaking of books, what do you guys think is what do you guys think is the worst movie adaptation to a book you really love?
All right.
Oh,
Mine's
how
gonna be
much time do you have?
Mine's gonna be really controversial because I really enjoyed the Mrs. Brisby and the Rides of Nim. And when I watched the movie, I was just like, "This is nothing like the book."
Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, they are. The movie and the book are two separate things.
They are two different things, but at the same time, you know, my teacher is like, "All right, we're gonna read this book," and I loved it. And then the teacher's like, "All right, we're gonna watch the movie and we're gonna compare and contrast, and you're gonna write a whole fucking paper about it." And I'm just like, "Well, this is just ruined." Like, I love the movie. I enjoy the movie as a separate thing entirely, but I feel like my teacher ruined it for me because she had to read the book first.
Expectation of Don Bluth films after that.
Yeah.
For a second, I really thought you were about to be like, "Look, I read that book. That movie's ass." I was like, "Sarah, no."
No.
Also, isn't it like Mrs. Frisbee in the book?
Oh yes, it's
but
Mrs.
like
Frisbee.
because they couldn't call her Frisbee in the movie because like legal rights.
Yeah, because she's not on a disc.
Completely.
Shut up!
I mean,
Mrs. Frisbee riding this shit like a Nimbus.
But as a movie,
I'm gonna
as a movie adaptation, it is bad because it does not follow the book at all. So I can say that.
I'm gonna say the Time Machine.
Oh, the one with the 8 people and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love the H.G. Wells book, The Time Machine, but like the movie's bad.
1984. The book is fantastic. The movie sucks ass.
I've never seen the movie. I've read
I
the
didn't
book,
know there was a movie.
Don't bother. The movie is not good.
I mean, I'd say
Yeah,
the same
just
thing
like The
for Great
Hobbit.
Gatsby, the original movie back in the day.
Just like the Hobbit.
Yeah, just like The Hobbit.
Solid one.
I was gonna say Lord of the Rings.
What?
How dare you?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean,
First of
the
all,
book
how
for...
No.
I mean,
Lord of the Rings, the movie did it right. They eliminated Tom Bombadil and everything he stood for. It was great. It saved us a lot of time. Didn't mess around.
No, it just. I feel like.
So you're saying that the books aren't worth reading then?
Oh my god, I'm in pain.
I mean, if you're gonna put words in my mouth, we can play this both ways. It's worth reading. Just skip over that Tom Bombadil shit. You can move on with your life.
I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
I'm still trying to.
I'm sorry. Are you a fan of Tom?
I love Tom Bombadil. He's a sweet
Why?
man.
Explain this to me. Maybe I need to reread the book. I don't know. But what am I missing?
He's just like such an interesting creature of Middle Earth lore. That's like super unique and just it's so wonderful for me. I just love him being around. He's just like a cool dude, and it's like this enigma of like, oh yes, I'm this being that just this ring has I don't give a shit. Like it means nothing to me. Like I'm above it, and it's like, oh my god, like what are you?
Saber.
He's in the bathroom, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I was wondering if like a Magic Man in Adventure Time is like a kind of Tom Bombadil type character.
He may be inspired by.
I mean, he comes out of nowhere, he gives them shit, then we move on and we never hear from him again.
Yeah, that's Magic Man.
Thanks for stopping by.
I love Tom Bombadil. He helps him out for a little bit.
I mean, he does. Like, he does play a part in things, but...
He didn't play enough part. He didn't fight fucking songs.
There you go. See? He's all hot shit, but he can't play the game.
Truth be told, when I remember seeing Lord of the Rings in theaters when they were coming out, and I had just read through Lord of the Rings, and I just remembered being like, I am distinguished and know what's coming. And I still loved it. Like for someone of my hating of spoilers, I was like really happy with the movie.
A little different, like between like getting something spoiled versus like, oh, I've read the book of this and am now seeing the adaptation.
Yeah. I did that with Scott Pilgrim and Kick-Ass. Like I read the graphic novels beforehand.
Kick-Ass, I'm one of the rare people who loves both. Like, Kick-Ass is, like, my favorite movie ever, but I love the graphic novel for Kick-Ass, and I know, like, a bunch of my friends got into, like, heated debates because they changed so much.
Yeah, because, the ending is very different.
Yeah. I mean, they couldn't do that fucking ending. And then, like, especially with Kick-Ass 2, and they got a whole new Kick-Ass going on with, like, this black girl being Kick-Ass now, so it's crazy.
All right, we have a super chat here from Ruse542 asking, this has probably already been answered, but I may as well ask. Who is y'all's favorite G5 pony? Mine was Izzy, says Ruse.
None of that shit. I don't watch that new shit.
Shut up.
The best. Yeah. I don't need any G4. Yeah.
Listen, what was Jaxblade saying about Pip?
About Pip? Yeah, what was he saying about Pip?
I need to yay. That's what I'll say.
So much. In that vlog, you're like, when you have a yay, and you're like, yay, and you're like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, it's perfect. I told you, censor bleep. Race, I told you, censor bleeps are so much funnier than actually hearing what was being said.
Jax was begging me. He's like, please. And
yes,
I said,
did.
I did go to Jax first. I said, look, I got your back. And this is by far the most raunchy thing you've ever said on a vlog.
Yeah,
so
it really was.
The opportunity.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Good time. Sunny, Star Scout, best girl, lover. There we go.
Who's yours?
I'm not basic.
Zip. Wait, you're a zipper also?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I know that?
No.
Hitch is very close second, but I think I'll just, if I can settle on someone, it'll be Zip.
Zipper.
Settle.
All right.
I'm as basic as they come. Izzy.
Izzy. Yeah, Izzy.
I haven't decided yet.
Nice.
You haven't decided?
I like that.
I mean, they're all really good.
Yeah, all so good.
And that is why I have faith. Because they're all good. And that's what they needed to do. That's why Gen 4 was so good. Is because we had 6 ponies. Which...
Well, 5.
Right. Like, Fluttershy wasn't that good. But...
Exactly.
Like,
Hey. Yeah, Race, you should watch the fucking the DC superhero girls, because that's just the main 6 reincarnated again. It's just Supergirl. It literally is.
Yeah,
like
Supergirl was just Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Better. I love her. That's my wife in that show. The buff tomboy girl.
Did anyone? Matt, did you answer?
Don't think I did.
You like Hitch?
No.
You don't like Hitch?
I mean,
you don't like Hitch, or he's not your favorite?
Not my favorite. Like, none of them are bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like Sprout, don't you?
I do appreciate Hitch's Way with Animals. That was a good running gag.
Sunny's dad is my favorite pony.
I gotta say, with the spilling of the beans, it's gotta be Izzy.
No.
Yeah. She had me at the beans.
So there was a moment when I was talking to one of the people who did work on the movie, and he referenced Argyle, and I literally was like, "Who the fuck's that?" Who's this character?
It's like, oh, the dead dad.
Another super chat.
From Britt. Tied to the book questions, what is the best book to movie adaptation? My fave is The Princess Bride.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is just the answer.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is just the best.
I can say Lord of the Rings because I actually read Lord of the Rings. Like,
there you go.
There's a lot that I haven't read that were.
I mean, I'd also say Jurassic Park as well.
Yeah, Jurassic Park's not that good.
I haven't read the book. I wouldn't know.
In some ways,
the book does have some like differences, but like as far as like, the changes that they made for the movie is like are pretty good. Like because like in the book, like the raptors are like more reptilian, where like they like have like tongues or whatever. It's really weird.
This may be controversial, but Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh.
The original?
Yes. Okay. There is only one.
No Johnny Depp love?
There's only one. I mean, technically there is only one because the second one is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
I know. I read Great Glass Elevator, okay? I'm above all y'all. I was like, why the fuck is he traveling to space? What the hell's going on?
Oh, somebody said The Martian. Says The Martian is great. I even think it's better than the book.
Okay.
Huh.
I've heard they're pretty dang different.
The Martian is in the
movie.
The one where he goes to the planet?
To Mars.
Yeah. Okay. You saw that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I just thought of one that sucked.
What sucked, Jax?
That fucking Injustice movie that just came out, the DC movie. That was
really?
That was fucking terrible. That was bad. Like they fucked that entire story up. Like seriously, yeah. That one was
Speaking of movies, I know I didn't even bring this up or allow you to prepare with a spoiler screen. So not getting into spoilers.
But
as best as we can. But Jax. Well, okay. First off, who among our group has not yet seen Among Us? I always try to not say Among Us specifically for that. Has not seen Eternals yet.
Yeah, that bullshit.
I don't believe I have, but don't let that stop
it. I'm not gonna be mad.
Okay. Okay. In that case, the only reason I bring it up is because I know that Jax did see it.
That was a process. I'm just gonna be real again. Like I watched a bit of it again online just to see like maybe I was giving it like too hard a time. I was like, no, this just ain't for me. I am not vibing with this fucking movie. Okay, it really is not
you fell
for me at all.
asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep 3 times, like during that like first 40 minutes. Like the first 40 minutes, like I'm watching it. I go in, I sit down. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is interesting. And then like I was just like, okay, how long this is? Like 40 minutes. And I started noticing myself doze off. I was like, oh, caught myself. Then I noticed myself doze off. And I was like, oh, caught myself.
Yeah, there was.
And then I like literally I had to go walk in the freaking the theater lobby, get some energy, come back, sat down, and then like I did that shit where I start getting bored and my mouth starts getting dry. Because I said this on like the POS podcast. I don't know, like this is a weird thing with me. Whenever I know for a fact I'm not enjoying a movie, like my body will like make my mouth super dry. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like it makes my mouth like really dry, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not enjoying this movie for some reason. That just happens every time. And so I was like, wow, I was getting really fucking dry at this point. And then like I was like looking at the time, I was like, this movie, it's not terrible, but it's a lot of stuff is just not grabbing me personally. Yeah. So for me, if a movie is straight up bad, I can just be like, oh wow, I can get enjoyment of how terrible this is. Like, wow, this is fucking awful. But if a movie is just like mid and it's long, I'm just like, I'm stuck. I am fucking stuck here. Can this shit end? And I was like, yeah. I did not.
It's funny. I've only once that I can ever remember falling asleep in a movie theater. Yeah. And it was.
Oh, I remember when I did.
You remember when you did? You said.
No, I remember which movie I fell asleep in.
Oh, I fell asleep in another one too. I'll let you go on.
Which movie? Yeah. Which movie did you fall asleep in, Paleo?
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Funny.
Yeah.
How did you even fall asleep?
Because I was just so tired. I don't know why. Like as a kid, like I went to go see it with my parents, and like I just fell asleep, and then the movie was over. I was like, oh,
dude, that's valid though, because like literally that same exact. I've told the story before, but like when I went to see Wally the first time, I think Wally is a beautiful film, and I saw it recently. But like what happened was I had spent the night prior in a lock-in, so I was like staying up all night, like just having fun at the lock-in, and then I went to go see Wally the next day, and because I just did not sleep at that lock-in. Yeah, it's just like literally all I remember is like him talking to some fucking roach or some shit, and then like I like fell asleep, and then like my friend was like, "Dude, the movie's over." I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And so like I like didn't see it until like 2019 or 2020 is when I finally watched it. And, yeah, it's a good movie.
So for me, I also must have been in like a state where I was tired, but I went to see First Man.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the Armstrong going to space movie, going to the moon. Yeah. And the reason though, and I can tell you exactly what happened. Yeah. So I remember I went to the movie late. Yeah. Sarah wasn't with me. Yeah. Sarah chose, I guess, not to go. Yeah. So it was just me, and I think I was in there by myself. And the last like 15 minutes of this movie is just dead silence. Yeah. And I just remember like, I'm gonna make it, and then the noise went away, and I just went. I was so upset too, because I'm like, I don't do that. I don't fall asleep. My mom falls asleep in movies, not me. But yeah.
Have you ever had like someone fall asleep in your theater and you hear them snoring?
Yes.
And it's just like because
I throw popcorn.
That happened when I went to go see what was the what I Am Legend with Will Smith. Like I remember I was like going to see that, and this person like I guess they were in a row back, and then like they were just like,
dude, we got a worse one. Go on.
Okay,
but like they were snoring like that loud, and then like someone just like. Damn, must be really enjoying the movie. And it's like, the whole crowd laughing and stuff like that. And then like he was like, and it's just like, fuck this motherfucker. And then he got up and he's just like, and I heard the guy get out of his chair and walk all the way up and stab him like, hey. And the guy was like, who the fuck are you? And shit like that. And then he got into a thing. It's like the movie is going on, and they're like having this little argument, like, dude, like get out of
here. Okay. So we've talked many times, and we have a few more super chats, and we'll get to those here real quick, but we've talked many times about like disruptions in a movie theater, right, where it's like they're snoring, which is like, oh come on, there's kids or just people talking, the stuff that or someone's on their phone. Sarah and I experienced a new one. And it was during Eternals. God. Okay, so I don't know if they were on a date. I don't know if they're married and they finally got away from the house, but there was this, like, what would you say? Like, middle-aged
couple.
Yeah. And they were sitting directly in front of us. Yeah. And they chose very strange moments to do it, but they started just, like...
Making out.
Just, like, tongue kissing hard.
Oh, yes.
But it was the loud making out. Like, I mean, like... It was like...
Yeah.
And I was sitting, I literally like had my head all the way pushed back against my seat, and I just had my eyes slowly turned over to Sarah, like, oh my god.
They did it like they made out like five times during this movie.
And each time,
like, hey, want to show them how it's done?
Where were you guys
I
sitting
did.
in the theater?
I did turn to Sarah and I was like, "You want to show them?"
I probably couldn't have like kissed you at all the rest of that day because I would only be able to just think of those two people, and I'd be just
They were.
Where were you sitting in the theater?
In the back.
Yeah, where were you sitting?
Back row.
Wait, in the very back row. So they were in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, how many people were in the theater?
There were people in there.
Yeah, there was like
okay,
probably 20 to 30 people.
Okay, because I know like sometimes, because again, like I can understand certain couples where it's just like we haven't seen each other so long, and it's just like whatever, and then because I've seen some weird fucking shit in theater, like this person sitting on each other's lap, and I was just like, oh well, that's what's going on here, and I'm just like, oh dear, oh god.
Jax
so,
was
like,
the one sitting on someone's lap. We know.
Oh yeah, totally. I just do the popcorn trick. You just dig a hole in it, whatever.
Use extra butter.
Extra butter. And it's not there.
So you all keep doing your thing. Go have a good night.
All right,
Your thing.
Good night.
What's
Yep.
good night?
You talkative man, you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's finish up these super chats here. Anime Guy asks, thoughts on Chris Columbus wanting to make a movie version of The Cursed Child, bringing back most, if not all, the original cast for it.
Didn't he do Harry Potter 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I was honestly like...
But he
do
also
Gremlins?
he also did Pixels, I think.
Did he do Gremlins? Or is that someone else? Because that is like one of my favorite movies of all time if he did Gremlins.
Didn't he, wait.
No, that was someone else. Let me see.
His filmography. Let's see.
Didn't he make
Twister? Yeah, he did.
He made Home Alone! Give the guy some faith.
Yeah, he wrote, he was a writer for Gremlins.
Okay.
He also wrote The Goonies.
All the Goonies,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he directed Home Alone 1 and 2.
There's a 5 minutes.
I've yet to see either of those films.
The last couple movies he did, well, because like the past decade he hasn't directed much.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
The last thing he directed was The Christmas Chronicles 2 on Netflix.
Hey, we were making fun of that earlier.
and before that was Pixels, and before that was Percy Jackson.
Oh yeah, Percy Jackson, because he was trying to do another Harry Potter thing and failed.
Am I wrong? He made.
I need to watch Home Alone. I still haven't watched either of the first two.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
I've only seen. Funny enough, I've only seen Home Alone 3. Which didn't
what?
You haven't seen the first two Home Alones?
No, I haven't. No, because like what happened was.
Well, you gotta watch them like this December for Christmas.
Yeah, Jax, do yourself a favor, my friend. Come on.
Yeah, they're both on Disney Plus.
No, exactly. It was one of those things where I've seen. Okay, so here's the thing. I've seen the ending of both of them, but I've never seen the first 3/4 of either of those films.
Well, see,
like I've seen the end
3/4 of both.
Yeah, exactly.
And attach the end of those to that 3/4.
Okay, so I stop when I get to the part I recognize. Like, okay,
don't stop. Yeah. But eat pizza. Cheese pizza.
That's my favorite pizza.
All right. By the way, to Jax is the last question from Quiet Storm, asking Dragon Ball Breakers. Excited for it?
Oh yeah, Dead by Daylight for Dragon Ball. That looks fun. Like, that'd be cool. Like to have like imperfect cell hunting and then like people will friend. That actually seems like a fun game.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
I saw the trailer for that and I was like, that's a really fun idea.
Ready Player Dumb.
One of the few Dragon Ball games where you get to play as Oolong.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't even. Yeah, you can't do that in like barely any game. I think only a Game Boy game you got to do that once. So yeah.
We got one last super chat from Anime Guy just saying Bronies react to Home Alone 1 and 2.
Coming this Christmas to a
I just
YouTube
fly
video.
over to Sarah's house and just watch it with them. What is the purpose?
Cheese pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, Sarah loves cheese pizza.
Yes. She's one of us, Hero.
If she could only eat cheese pizza.
What? I can have
Yeah,
Gaia cheese
I
on
know.
it?
All right.
Cheese pizza.
Well, we'll go ahead and pull up our super chat thank yous at this point.
Yes.
But a reminder that we'll be back in 2 weeks, which now I have to figure out how many days are in November.
That's gonna be December 1st.
That's gonna be December.
Oh my gosh! So I'm just reminding you all, there's going to be Thanksgiving in between now and then, which means your food posts should be, you know,
immaculate,
just like
Immaculate.
Carrot earlier. So Sarah's gonna pull up our thank you list. Just a heads up for those that have been keeping up with it. I'm anticipating that tomorrow will be the release of the Who's Line panel from Ponyville Cider Fest, and I think either the following day or sometime during the weekend. Well, I guess it would have to be Friday. Would be the final vlog release of Ponyville Cider Fest. If I don't get it out by Friday, Sarah and I are going to be out of town, so it wouldn't be till Monday. But that stuff is coming. Make sure you see Jaxblade in his first full-fledged Who's Line.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Hirosashii also donated his time for it as well.
Yep. All right. I'm going to thank our super chatters here. Thank you to Anime Guy 01, Quiet Storm, Britt Mullen, Ruse542, Nathaniel Foga, Nora Mermaid, Jaxblade.
Yeah.
Hey, go buy that pizza tonight.
Christina, and Ambazar, and Candy the Cat. That is all of those from today. Thank you so much for your super chats. We appreciate it.
And
we'll see you on December 1st.
Yep. So you all have a good night. Have a safe Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the start of December, where things are gonna start getting jolly holiday. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary.
Them ponies.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.